Ever wondered how to win big ticket scholarships like the TD scholarship worth $70,000? At first, it might seem like a daunting task to you, and might not be something that you want to even apply to or know how to apply to. However, today I'm going to be teaching you the tips on how to apply for big ticket scholarships like the TD scholarship. Hi everyone, it's Erica here with GrantMe, and if you want the best advice on the scholarship process and also the post-secondary application process, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll be posting videos every Thursday. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you'll be notified. Also, check out our website at grantme.ca for more information on programs that we offer. We've all been intimidated by those high-ticket scholarships. You know, the ones that could potentially help you win the money that you need for your entire degree. So what does it actually take to win those high-ticket scholarships? We've had students in our program win scholarships valued from $30,000 up to $110,000 in scholarships. And we've also had multiple students in our program win the TD scholarship. So today we're here to let you know how to be a competitive candidate for these high-ticket scholarships, and we're here to help you out in that process. And if you're interested in having the same success as these students that we've had in our program, make sure to check out our website at grantme.ca to see if you're a good fit. The first step you need to take is thinking critically about the essay prompt and the organization of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the essay prompt for the TD scholarship. I'm going to walk you through how you should organize it. So first, it's asking you to write an essay up to 600 words written by you describing your community leadership experience. So they want you to tell them whether or not your involvement has made your community more inclusive and sustainable, whether and how your involvement shows initiative and innovation, the way your efforts have strengthened others, how long you've been involved, what you think the long-term impact will be, how your community has affected you, and in addition, include a brief description of the range of your other community activities. So when we're looking at the 600-word essay, that's really actually not a lot of space to write an entire essay about. Say you had multiple community involvements. So you really want to think critically about this. What involvements have you done that have created the most impact? And so what you want to do is, since you only have 600 words for the essay, you need to make sure that you're talking about 2 to 3 key experiences that you've had, not just 1 or over 3 because you'll run out of space. Start off with a short introduction, then have 2 body paragraphs, each talking about 1 activity, and a short conclusion. That should give you enough framework so that you can fit your 2 or 3 most impactful experiences that you've had with volunteering, initiator role, or a leadership role. So the next thing you want to do is create a hook. With big scholarships like the TD scholarship, committees are going to be receiving thousands of applications. So what does that mean? That means you need to create a hook in order for the committee to keep reading through your application. You want it to be engaging enough for them not to, get bored. So you need to create a hook at the beginning of your essay, which will be about 1 to 2 sentences. And a hook is either a powerful statement or a personal story. So for example, instead of saying something like, "I've always been involved in the community." Well, that's quite broad. It's not very personal, and it's kind of boring. So how to make that into a better hook is saying something like, "As the president of my local food drive, I have now discovered the true meaning of community impact." Perfect. So with that, they know your role, they know what you have discovered, and even with the language that you're using, it's much more elevated compared to the first sentence that I already talked about. So the third thing that you want to do is assess your community involvement, and then when you're writing your essay, you want to use STAR structure to make a compelling application. Now, what do I mean by STAR structure? So what we have here at GrantMe is we help students use STAR structure to write their essays and make a really compelling application. So what I mean by STAR structure is S is for situation, T is for task, A is for action, and R is for result. So in that sense, what I mean is, if, for example, if you are part of the Youth Advisory Council, your situation would be a member of the Youth Advisory Council and that you've been doing it for approximately 2.5 years. The task is the goal. So what is your goal as a member of the Youth Advisory Council? It could be increasing student engagement throughout your school. And that could be your goal. So the A is action. So action is, what steps did you take to complete your goal? So that could have been you holding meetings with your other Youth Advisory Council members and initiating certain activities throughout the week so that increase student engagement. So that means organizing meetings, maybe even reaching out to people that could come and speak at your school to help students become more active. Then the last thing you have is result. So for result, it is what was the result of doing this community involvement or this school involvement. So the result of it was you increased student body engagement by 50%, and then you also the result could also be a format of what you had learned throughout that initiative. Maybe you developed organizational skills or leadership skills or speaking skills that you never had before. Those are results of what you did in that volunteer initiative. So that's how you really want to structure your essay. And that is going to be in the sense of one paragraph. So you've got your situation, your task, your action, your result, all in one paragraph for each volunteer activity that you are doing. What we're also going to take a look at here is we're going to go back to the TD application and see how situation, task, action, and result actually fit into the essay prompt. Because you don't want to write your essay answering every single question that they're asking in order. You want to structure it so that you're speaking about each community involvement in each body paragraph, but using star structure so that it's more organized instead of going all over the place with trying to answer their questions. So let's take a look back at the essay prompt. And what you're going to notice here is when we talk about situation, which is place, time, and context, it's going to answer the TD question, how long you've been involved. By using task, you're going to describe the role, your role in the story, and give the goal that you want to achieve. And so that's going to answer the question, how you got involved. And when we take a look at action, these are the steps that you want to include to help describe how you reached your goal. So through that, it's going to answer the TD question, how your involvement shows initiative and innovation, and the ways that your efforts have strengthened others. As for a result, you're going to discuss what the outcome was. So specific details on what you learned. For example, it's going to answer the TD question, what you think the long-term impact of your efforts will be and how your community has affected you. So through that, what you're going to see is STAR structure is actually going to answer all of the questions that the TD scholarship is asking for and provide you with a nice organized paragraph for each community involvement. The next thing you're going to do is, if that application process goes well for you, you want to prepare for the interview. So it's first going to be an application that you fill out and send to TD. And then if you get selected for an interview, you want to prepare yourself for the interview as well. So I'm going to give you 4 steps on how to create a very successful interview with a scholarship committee. So the first step is you want to get to know your committee. You first want to ask yourself who they are, what do they do, how do you engage with them, and what questions do you have for them. So the second thing that you're going to need for your interview is authentic communication. So when you're speaking with the scholarship committee, you really want to be open and honest about your answers. And that sometimes may make you feel like you're not really saying the right thing. This type of vulnerability is very powerful, and it's something that you should also be focusing in on when you're writing your essays as well. The third thing you want to do is you want to ask questions. Now, with this type of interview, you want it to be very conversational. Instead of just answering the question after they ask you the question, start asking questions about the question they just asked. Make it very conversational. When the scholarship committee feels comfortable, then they feel the impact of that, and they'll start to develop this natural bias if you start to make them feel comfortable. So the fourth thing that you'll need is confidence. Be confident in the roles that you've done so far. These are things to be very proud of, and you want to be proud of that and let them know how hard you've worked and how excited you are to be part of that involvement. So show your confidence within that interview. Let them know what plans that you have for university and how you've maintained that in high school and want to bring that now into university as well. And so let them know how this scholarship is really going to benefit you in encouraging that community involvement even after high school. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. And if you have enjoyed this video, I would love to hear about it in the comments below so I can respond to you with any questions that you have. And I also want to know if you have ever struggled with applying for big ticket scholarship applications and if this video has helped you at all. I would love to have your feedback in the comments. I'm Erica here with GrantMe, and we post videos every Thursday on scholarship advice, post-secondary schooling applications, and we also post our success stories throughout our program as well. So if you're interested in checking that out, visit our website at grantme.ca and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to learn more about students who are winning scholarships in our program, make sure to check out our success stories that we also have on our channel, and you can learn about how Ari won $110,000 through our program, and we are so excited for him. So make sure to check out that video. I will link it here around the video, and you'll be able to check that out and learn more about Ari's story. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Bye, guys.